If you don't know who Larry Bird is, you've either been living under a rock or you weren't alive during that era, man. You know what I'm saying? My name is Young Fab. Welcome back to the channel, man. We better be reacting to NBA Legends explaining how crazy good Larry Bird was, man. This is a highly anticipated put-off video, man, and here we are reacting to it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big LeBron fan. I'm Gen Z, but Michael Jordan, and before Michael Jordan was Larry Bird, you know what I'm saying? Let's hear what NBA Legends got to say about how good Larry Bird was in his prime, man. Y'all new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so you don't miss any of the vids, man. Let's go.
Show me better, you can tell me.
Oh, LeBron? Already? Remember the backboard?
Great show, guys. And thanks
LeBron
for
on
watching.
Larry Bird on
This guy
softball?
right here is the legendary Larry Bird.
Classic
This
commercial,
is
okay.
literally the man who
Cool.
swept Michael Jordan twice
Ooh.
in the NBA playoffs.
Her dad swept Michael Jordan twice in the playoffs.
Sheesh, guys. Now that's something impressive to put on a resume. Anyway, I'll admit it. I wasn't watching the NBA in the mid-'80s because, well, I wasn't born yet. But I was curious, very curious, as to how good Larry Bird actually was and what his contemporaries were saying about him when he was dominating the NBA world.
Right.
Bird's
we're here
rivalry
for,
with
man.
Magic Johnson will go down as one of the greatest rivalries in sports history.
Okay.
I mean,
Magic
these two
Johnson?
iconic figures carried the league in the 80s and brought it to newer heights with their classic duels, which included 3 NBA finals. Among
Chat, between y'all who actually watched this era of basketball, between these two, who did y'all think was better? You feel me? Let me know down below.
all the great players that Magic faced in his career, he said in an ESPN interview that the only player he dreaded going up against was Larry Bird. When I played, Larry Bird was the
Larry
only one I
Bird.
feared.
Not even
A lot of
Michael
black
Jordan?
guys always ask me, did Larry Bird really play that good? I said Larry Bird is so good that it's frightening.
Wow.
In fact,
Wow.
Magic even shared a crazy story where Bird destroyed him mentally, just to emphasize a point. DJ is coming down with
Destroyed
the ball,
him mentally.
and he passed the ball to Larry in the corner. So as DJ passed it to Larry, my first job was to stop you first, right? Now I gotta go out and close Larry Bird up. So as I'm running out to Larry Bird, he's trash talking me. I don't know why
Trash
you're running out
talking?
here. Who says
Bro,
that
that's
in the
right.
middle of a game? He said, I'm gonna wait till you get one step away from me, and I'm gonna shoot it right in your face. True story. So
Oh
I got
my
one step away,
gosh.
and he shot it, all net, 3-pointer.
And then he made it. Oh my gosh, bro, that's right, fam. Larry Bird is one of the craziest trash talkers we've ever seen, man. Do y'all think there's a crazier trash talker out there than Larry Bird? Chat, let me know.
Good. Then he turned to me and said, you did all that running for nothing.
For nothing.
The rivalry
It's a strong statement, chat. Let's keep it going.
between the Celtics and the Lakers highlighted the NBA in the 80s. And amidst their classic encounters, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is also another legend who saw and experienced how great of a player Larry Bird was. The best guy I played against might have been Larry Bird. People don't appreciate Larry Bird enough. They think he is a chubby white guy, but he would wear us down. The muscle that is in between his ears was the best because he made 3 points, assisted, rebounded, and had steals. He was always in the right place at the right time. He is, without a
Okay.
doubt, one of the best players I've ever played against.
Okay, I mean, Kareem
Anyway,
saying
Dominic-
that. So we got two players now saying, man, this guy is really, really frightening to play against. Okay, let's keep it going. Larry Bird's rookie season. What year was this?
Wilkins was also recognized as one of the formidable rivals of Bird in the
Dominic
80s.
Wilkins?
Back in his rookie season, Wilkins told in detail during an interview what went down when he shared the court with Larry Bird for the very first time.
Okay.
One of the first times I ever played against him, I went out for the opening tip, and I went to shake his hand. He just stood there and looked at me stone-faced, with his hands behind his back. I was like, whoa. Then we were getting ready for the tip, and he says to me, you don't belong in this league, Holmes. I couldn't believe it, but it happened so fast, I didn't know what to think. Then they had
rough.
the ball, and I was on him, and he said,
Okay.
I don't know why they got you guarding me, Holmes. You can't guard me. Then whop, he hit a 3. Then he came down again and said, they made a mistake putting you on me, Holmes. And he took another 3. Same as what happened to Dominic, the legendary high flyer
Okay,
Clyde
Clyde
Drexler
Drexler.
also had an unpleasant experience in his rookie
What did he
year
do?
when Bird welcomed him into the league. I was guarding him my rookie year. He looks at me and he goes, you can't stop me. I looked at him and I said, gosh, boy, you're so confident. He goes, confident? You're a rookie. You don't know anything. He proceeded to score like 10 straight points on me. Coach took me out of the game, and he walks by, and he's laughing at me. The legendary tales of
You're
Larry Bird's
lying!
trash talk game have been passed around the NBA circles like a hot potato, and there were some accounts that were just so outrageous that we'd think he was playing God or something, because Bird knew exactly what would happen and how.
No.
Kevin McHale had been a longtime teammate of Bird, and he witnessed one of these crazy tales unfold. We were playing in Phoenix, and we were way up. We were like 15 up, and we have the worst fourth quarter in history. We were terrible, and Larry's bad. Larry's missing shots, throwing it to the other team, throwing it in the third row, and they come back, and somehow they go up 2. So we have an out-of-bounds play. I'm taking it out, and Larry says, I'm going to bust off the play, and I'm going to shoot a 3.
Feel me?
We're down 2. I'm like, no, don't do that. Let's shoot a 2, please. Go to the hole, try to get fouled. Let's just get into overtime and see if we can't win this game. And Larry says, nah, I'm just going to bust a 3 on them. I'm like, oh my God. So he tells the Phoenix bench, tells the coaches, yeah, I'm fixing to bust a 3 on you guys and just go home.
He tells the whole bench?
And he gets the ball.
How in the world is this a good idea for Larry Bird?
Jumps out, busts the play, gets the ball at the slot, shoots the ball. As the ball is in the air, he kind of turns towards the Phoenix bench and yells, told you so.
And he
starts running to the locker room. It went in.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
bro, Larry Bird's insane, man. This dude was such a crazy trash talker, bro. Genuinely, who was stopping Larry Bird? Genuinely, bro. Now, I'm going to say this, right? Was there really that much competition in the 80s? Was there really that much compared to... Let's go into the 90s or 2000s or even 2010s. No. Like Larry Bird and like this era of the 80s, there's no way it was that hard of an era. I've learned definitely the 90s has a challenge, but the 80s seems weak.
Here's another crazy story about Larry Bird's greatness coming directly from Mark Aguirre, which was later revealed by Skip Bayless.
But we're going to see. Let's keep learning. Let's keep it going.
According to the undisputed host, he confirmed that Bird can really get into his opponent's heads using his words, and the same fate happened to the Mavericks 3-time All-Star, just like in the previous stories we just heard. Mark Aguirre used to tell me as a Maverick, you can't believe what Larry Bird does to me. He just terrorizes me. He trash talks me like nobody's ever trash talked me. He leans into my ear and whispers stuff I can't even repeat to you, and he backs it up. I'm going to do this to you, and he does it. This Mark Aguirre, he's an all-star, the heart and the soul of those Dallas Mavericks. Players during that time had no answer to Larry Bird, even if you're as good of a defender as James Worthy was. In fact, he later revealed in an interview that guarding Bird gave him nightmares, and also said that Michael Jordan was easier to guard than him because Bird was just way too...
Michael Jordan was easier to guard than Larry Bird? How in the world does that make any sense? No, I mean, this guy's taller. Is he a better three-point? I think Larry Bird... Is Larry Bird a better three-point shooter than Michael Jordan, chat? Just three-point. Now, I know in three-points were not shot that often in this era, but Larry Bird's three-point was still pretty solid if you look at some clips from him, the three-point contest, and different stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying? But let me know what y'all think there.
Avian had a higher basketball IQ compared to the GOAT. I would much rather guard Michael Jordan than Larry Bird, because you have to play the game as a thinker when you're playing Bird. You have to get inside his mind. Larry wasn't quick. He couldn't jump really high, but there were just some sleepless nights.
Wow.
Anyway, guys, one of the most famous highlights in Bird's career was when he and Julius Erving literally slugged it out on the court.
Whoa, they fought! They fought!
Though Dr. J wasn't able to hold back his punches at the time, he actually had a deep and profound respect for Larry as a player and for the contributions he made to the game.
I guess.
In his autobiography, Erving detailed and broke down the things that made Bird great and even admitted that he himself can't stop Bird when he's on a roll.
He can't stop Bird!
Larry, even
he can't stop Bird!
Not only he can get his shot, and he has an amazing range for a big man, but he will make it too.
Bro, this
he
dude,
may be the best shooter I've ever seen, and he is a smart passer, able to read the ball through inches of daylight, and he will not stop working. Bird and I haven't...
He won't stop working, bro. Do you just see how hard he dropped that other man's, bro? And let's backtrack 1 second, bro. You heard this guy? He said sleepless nights, chat. Sleepless nights. players the night before playing the Boston Celtics would be like, oh, I have to play Larry Bird. Oh no. And they would like stress and sweat and not eat because they had to play Larry Bird the next day. Could you imagine the sweat and the stress and your heart pumping because you're scared to play Larry Bird? Oh my gosh, bro. This dude had such a fear. I didn't know he drove into other players, man. Oh my gosh, Chad. We're learning a thing or two in this video, man. Thank you for this recommendation. Let's keep it going.
An interesting relationship on the court. When I defend him and when the Celtics draft Kevin McHale and move Larry to small forward, that becomes a regular matchup for me. If he puts the ball down on the floor, then I think I have him. I can poke the ball away and maybe get a steal.
Okay.
Larry's game doesn't have any weaknesses, but among his relative strengths, he's least skilled as a dribbler. When he's guarding me, he can't stay with me. But I'll be honest, I can't
So we can't really compare him to Kevin Durant.
really stop him either. At that point in my career, he was a better rebounder than I am. But remember, he's 10 years younger.
10 years
Anyway,
younger.
just like the Celtic great, Wilt Chamberlain is another legend that changed the game. And
Chamberlain.
even though
Wilt
Wilt
Chamberlain had it very easy in that era, man. Same era as Bill Russell, bruh.
played in a different era, he had high regards for Bird because of his strong fundamentals and because he played basketball the right way.
Wow, the fact that Wilt Chamberlain was old and Larry Bird was young just feels like so much time has passed since this, bro.
And also is very, very talented. I think he epitomizes what a forward is supposed to do, especially in the game he played because he was technically correct. He was a correct type of basketball player, and most people today don't play the game correctly, and he did. Lastly, here's another take on Larry Bird's greatness coming from the controversial player turned analyst, Charles Barkley. When Sir Charles opens his mouth, whether it's bad or a good take, people listen to what he has to say. And here's his take on Bird and how he's different from other great players.
Okay, let's hear it.
He didn't have the physical ability. Larry would beat you with his will and his mind, but he didn't have the athletic ability that Kobe, Michael, and LeBron and those guys have. Larry willed himself and his team to win.
Wow, he didn't have what Kobe, Mike, or LeBron had, though. Oh my gosh. Okay, chat. There's a lot to analyze in this video, you know what I'm saying? I definitely gonna have Larry Bird up there on my list, chat, you know what I'm saying? Let me know where y'all have Larry Bird on your list on GOATed NBA players, man, but oh my gosh. I mean, this was a good video, man. Thank y'all for this recommendation, you know what I'm saying? Comment down below other videos like this showing me to react to, and subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss when any of the vids come out, man. Hey, have a good day, and I'm gonna catch you on the next video. Yes, sir.